Before we start blessing the spice rack, a quick note. If you want to see how a scientist turns 50 everyday and exotic spices into a kind of healing manual, the book Healing Spices: How to Use 50 Everyday and Exotic Spices to Boost Health and Beat Disease is linked in the description and in the first pinned comment. The book is on Amazon. You'll find the link in the description and in the first pinned comment. It's my Amazon affiliate link used for reference and documentation. Now, let's talk about medicine that smells like dinner. Healing Spices is written by Dr. Bharat B. Aggarwal, a cancer researcher who spent years at the MD Anderson Cancer Center studying inflammation and plant compounds, together with writer Debora Yost. The core claim of the book is bold. Spices, even more than herbs, fruits, and vegetables, are loaded with antioxidants and unique health-enhancing compounds. Aggarwal argues that populations whose traditional cuisines are rich in spices tend to have lower rates of heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and Alzheimer's, and that this might be partly due to the bioactive compounds in those spices. The book is organized like this. First, an introduction to why inflammation, oxidative stress, and poor diet are central to many modern diseases. Then, 50 chapters, each dedicated to a specific spice: turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, garlic, black pepper, chili, cumin, cardamom, clove, fenugreek, saffron, and many more. Minus. For each spice you get minus history and cultural uses, minus key phytochemicals and what lab studies suggest they do, minus summaries of animal and human research, minus how to buy, store, and cook with it, minus at least one recipe and a chart of medicinal benefits, complementary spices, and foods. At the end, there are spice prescriptions, tables that match health concerns like high blood sugar, high cholesterol, chronic inflammation, joint pain, digestive issues, with a list of spices that may help as part of diet and lifestyle. If you love food, the book is fun. If you love science, it's complicated. Let's take turmeric as an example. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound with strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant activity in lab and animal studies. Modern articles highlight that curcumin may help lower markers like C-reactive protein and may support joint pain, metabolic health, and mood. But most of this is at relatively high supplement doses, not just from cooking. Minus curcumin is poorly absorbed, combining turmeric with black pepper, piperine, and fat improves bioavailability, which both researchers and dietitians now emphasize. So yes, there is something there. But the gap between interesting research and this spice will beat disease is big. Most of the strongest data Aggarwal cites across different spices comes from test tube experiments, animal models, or small early human studies using concentrated extracts. When you sprinkle half a teaspoon of turmeric into a soup, you're getting a gentle nudge, not a clinical dose. There's also a safety side rarely mentioned in wellness marketing. High-dose turmeric curcumin supplements taken long-term have been linked in some reports to liver problems, especially when combined with other medications. Minus spices like cinnamon, when consumed in large quantities, can expose you to coumarin, which may be harmful to the liver in high doses, especially in cassia cinnamon. Many spices and spice supplements can interact with blood thinners, diabetes medications, and other drugs. The good news is, using spices generously in cooking within normal culinary amounts is generally safe for most people, and almost certainly beneficial. They add flavor, making healthy food easier to enjoy. They add antioxidants and plant compounds. They can reduce the need for salt and sugar in recipes. The danger comes when people read a book title like Healing Spices and decide, why see a doctor? I'll just cure my cancer or heart disease with curry and tea. That's not what responsible science or responsible herbal authors actually recommend. So the healthiest way to use Healing Spices is as a cookbook plus reference that motivates you to eat more flavorful, plant-rich meals. as inspiration to use turmeric, ginger, garlic, chili, cinnamon, and others more mindfully, as a reminder that your kitchen can support your health, but it's not a replacement for medical care. If you want to explore the full 50-spice map with history, research summaries, and recipes, Healing Spices is on Amazon. You'll find the link in the description and in the first pinned comment. That link is an Amazon affiliate link used for reference and documentation. If you decide to get the book through it, I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, which helps support this channel and future investigations. But here's the real question this book leaves you with. Are you willing to change how you eat, or are you just hoping the magic is in the seasoning? Tell me in the comments, which spice do you trust the most, and why? Subscribe to Black Butterfly Key for more journeys into foods that promise more than flavor, and the science that quietly says maybe. Thanks for watching.